That's interesting. All right, so more Raptors. The Raptors fans weren't happy at the trade deadline. What did you think of how the trade deadline went? Just overall, no. I mean, Turtle, and yeah. What'd you think?
Well, I was disappointed because I really don't care for the play-in tournament. Like, obviously, okay, cool playoff experience. If you win, if you go through the play-in tournament, cool playoff experience. But you run into Milwaukee or Boston, like we're not going to kid ourselves and say we're going to win that series. If we get one game, that would be probably a good outcome from playing those teams. So I didn't really understand the idea of just kind of getting better. You got a little bit better. So that was frustrating initially. In like the couple weeks since then, would I rather this than force a bad trade for OG, because all the offers were bad for OG. They were all 3 bad first round picks with no good player accompanied. They wanted a good player.
Yeah.
They didn't get that. So, okay. Fred VanVleet, the Clippers were offering garbage for Fred VanVleet. So I'm happy we didn't just take a bad trade. So it's frustrating, but I think it's less frustrating than making a bad trade and forcing something out of it. I'm still like, I'm still kind of annoyed that we got slightly better and we're going to be in the play-in spot. Because I really don't see that as a good spot for us. But they wanted Pirtle. Getting his bird rights was important.
Talk to us about that.
About the bird rights?
Yeah.
So what players' bird rights do, it gives you a bit more flexibility for the tax. So you can go over the salary cap limit to sign the player, and without paying the tax.
I didn't even know that.
Only like the top 10 teams should be even thinking about paying the tax. So the Raptors are not that. So you can go a little bit over the salary cap to sign a player because you have their bird rights. It's named after Larry Bird because from what I know, he was so good that he deserved more money, but like they didn't want to handicap the rest of the team because he was worth that money. It incentivizes players staying with their current team and not leaving in free agency, and incentivizes a bit more of the team giving the player what they're worth and still being able to put a team there. So we have that for Pirtle, which is key. It's debatable whether it was worth trading all that to get off the Khem Birch contract, who was in the deal, and to get his bird rights. And you still have to pay Trent and VanVleet, but you also have their bird rights. So what's going to be important end of the season is that if you can't afford to pay all of them, another team is likely to sign and trade. So like a VanVleet, if they let Fred VanVleet go, it's likely that the team that wants him will need his bird rights to afford him. So a sign and trade is the likeliest scenario there.
I was just telling some people that exact same thing the other day.